What's up, everyone, and welcome back to episode 10 of The Pulse.
As you know, I'm Ryan Graziano, and this is my co-host, Colin Decker. Before we begin this episode, I'd just like to ask all the viewers of the CHS Pulse to not judge Colin's hosting skills. This is his first time, and he's trying his best. Plus, it's not his fault. He doesn't have the talent, charms, and looks that I have.
You're the one wearing short trousers in the dead of winter. Plus, just because I'm nervous doesn't mean I'll be bad.
Colin, why are you chewing gum like that? It's so annoying, and it's actually one of my biggest pet peeves.
Oh, I didn't even realize I was doing that. Sorry. I guess it's a nervous tic or something. I mean, I'm not nervous. I'll stop.
Speaking of pet peeves, Gabby and Aiden went around the school asking teachers what their biggest pet peeves were.
Let's take a look at that.
Pet peeves that I have from students.
Oh my gosh, my biggest pet peeve.
Oh, I have a huge list. You want me to go through the whole list?
I think the biggest one for me is when students do not clean up after themselves. They don't push in their chairs, they don't put equipment away, they don't log out of the computers, all of that kind of stuff, and they just blame it on the fact that, oh, the bell rang, I have to go to class, oh, I have to go to lunch, and they just leave everything, don't clean up their area. And that's probably one of my biggest pet peeves, because then I have to go and clean everything up before the next class.
I would say that one pet peeve is a student asking to go to the bathroom and then coming back with a really noisy food wrapper and then trying to sneak the food in that noisy wrapper in class. That's good.
Well, I would say probably my biggest pet peeve is when a student in the middle of the lesson is looking down at their crotch and they're not thinking that I know that they're on their phone. That's probably my biggest pet peeve.
It's usually something that a student thinks that they can get away with, texting under their desk, but I can see under everybody's desk from where I'm sitting, so.
Worst thing a student ever did. Okay, so this didn't happen in Chatham. This happened when I was in Randolph High School, but I can't believe I'm saying this. A student of mine, and that was, honestly, in 33 years, the very worst thing a student has ever done.
Do one more of the worst thing a student did.
Because you can't put that one in there. I think the worst thing a student ever did was they were mad at the grade they got for the marking period and begged me to change it. And when I said no and gave various reasons as to why not, they threw their notebook across the room.
A student came into here and didn't see me or thought that I was a student. It was during a lunch period, and sat on the Pulse set and started cursing at their friends, and that definitely was a curveball I was not expecting. I think they didn't notice me and they thought maybe I was a student too, because I was getting some equipment out of the closet. But that was a curveball I was not expecting.
Oh man, I think this is my 16th year teaching, so I've seen a lot of bad things have happened in my classroom. But probably the worst thing that ever happened in my classroom didn't happen in Chatham. It happened when I was teaching at Paramus Catholic. I had a student, one student picked another student up and body slammed him into my desk. And that was probably the worst thing that's ever happened. One of the worst things that ever happened in my class. Yeah, it was a good one. I mean, that was an experience.
Oh my God, I can't believe that happened in Ms. Rachapi's class.
Yeah, that's crazy. Plus, for our next segment, we're going to Benihana, and our very own Patrick Shelfo is going to be showing us how to cook a fire meal.
Let's see Pat tear it up in the kitchen.
Wow, so nice. They even gave me this marble to play with. Marble time is closed.
What are your specials?
We have a ham sandwich called the Ham Witch. You get it?
Can
Can I have a hot dog? No! Alright, yeah. I love this atmosphere.
Yeah, it's so valedictorian.
I know, it's so valedictorian. This is where I keep my ingredients. Marvelous! Now let's get to work. Best thing I've ever tasted. Sir, this is the best thing I've ever tasted, sir.
It's amazing, sir.
It's the best thing I've ever
amazing.
tasted, sir.
It's amazing.
Sir, it's amazing.
It's amazing. It's the best thing I've ever tasted,
It's the best thing I've ever had.
That was the best sandwich I've ever gobbled down like a dirty animal.
I know, and that chef was so tall.
We gotta go back.
Maybe next time we'll try the one across the street.
That food was so good, I want to try it recklessly.
Me too! Woo!
Now I'm super hungry. Plus, I had no idea Patrick was such a good cook.
Ryan, have you heard about the Pulse running out of money?
Yeah, I heard that. And I had an amazing idea on how to raise some more money.
What's your idea?
We started doing paid sponsorships. A company actually reached out to me to film a commercial for them.
Wow, Ryan. I never expected something so genius to come out of your mouth. Breaking CHS Pulse history. We will now be showing our first advertisement.
Don't move, because we'll be right back after this short commercial break. We interrupt this program to bring you a new revolutionizing idea. The Magic Meatball, sold for $59.99 plus $17.99 shipping and handling. It can be used for many different things.
For a safe romantic dinner, instead of candles, the Magic Meatball is there for you. And if you ever want to play catch with your friends, the Magic Meatball is the way to go. Easy to catch and easy to throw.
Ever wonder why it's called the Magic Meatball? It lights up too. 2 different colors.
With the flick of a simple switch, the Magic Meatball can change colors. The ball comes with 2 variations of colors. The first variation is white, a very bright white color to brighten up your night. But if you feel like the white is too boring and you want something a little crazier, you can simply flick the switch to the other side and change it to orange.
But wait, there's more. For $28.96, you can get the stand. And if you buy the bundle right now, there's free shipping, but only for the stand.
The Magic Meatball could also be used as a magic massager for when you're feeling stressed and your muscles are tight. Call and order your Magic Meatball right now, and if you buy the bundle with the stand, you will get free shipping and a 10% coupon on your next purchase. The entire value of $88.85 for only $59.99, but you have to call now.
Wow, I really want a Magic Meatball now. Whoa, how'd you get one so fast?
I know, guy. Don't even think about it. What can I say? I think I'm good at everything, even selling products.
You suck at most things, essentially. Plus, you'll never be quite as good as I am at food reviews. So if you don't mind, I'll be stealing your spotlight for a couple of minutes with this next segment. I went to Qdoba and Chipotle to figure out which one is truly the best. We made it out to the Short Hills Mall for this one. We got on the roof somehow. But we're doing a little review of Qdoba versus Chipotle, which is a super hot topic, especially amongst many high school students. We're gonna break into this one. First here we got Qdoba. We got a good looking burrito here. I mean, it's still really warm, almost as warm as Hickory Tree Pizza was, so we'll break into it. We're about halfway through this burrito. Just wanted to make sure you guys are still there. It's absolutely unbelievable in my opinion. The queso really does a good job of holding everything together. And I mean, I'll see how it goes. Currently the time is about 10:45, a little bit early to be eating the burrito, but it really has hit the spot after a tough morning at school. Burrito was spectacular. You gotta get full prices. The chicken is unbelievable, perfectly cooked. I loved it. Let me make the rating. I'll have to rate it as 8.78. Back here at Chipotle this time, local spot where my friend Teddy likes going here quite often. A little bit dangerous amount, some would say. So we got the burrito here. It's a little bit smaller than Qdoba's was, but the wrap job is also, it's like there's some salsa on the outside, which kind of skeeved me out. But I'm excited to eat this one. We're gonna take the first bite. The burrito kind of looks soaked on the outside, but it definitely smells good. So we'll see how it goes. Definitely interesting. Well, the tortilla was kind of soaking wet, which is a little strange, but it was really good. Like, I haven't had substantial food in a little while, so this is definitely good to be able to recover with. But we'll take a few more bites. So, finish that burrito. I liked it. I feel like the sour cream really did a really good job there compared to Qdoba, which they had like a different form of sour cream, but I feel like this sour cream definitely outweighed that. On the other levels, I feel like Qdoba might have had Chipotle, I don't know, but all in all, like, I'd give this rating 8.675, realistically. Just because I feel like Qdoba was better. They had guacamole for free, queso for free, and you can't beat that at some time. So, therefore, that's the rating that we give it.
That was a pretty great segment, but I won't forgive you for destroying the L-Wing bathroom after you filmed. In case anyone was wondering, I sadly experienced that smell firsthand, and honestly, Colin, I haven't been able to look at you the same since.
Well, I remember one day I walked into the D-Wing bathroom after you were in there for about an hour and a half, and it smelled like a raccoon had just perished. But I'll do anything for a food review, even if that means I have to sacrifice my body and the school toilets. I would also like to mention that I, in fact, did apologize to the custodians.
Wow, that's so nice of you.
All right, I've had enough of you mocking me, so you might as well wrap it up here.
Thanks for watching, and tune in next week to see if everyone's Super Bowl predictions came true.
All right, guys, we're good. Good job.
Oh, guys, check your phones. Did you see?
Holy...
It's happening.
Let's go tell Mr. Clark.
Okay, so we're gonna take this.
Mr. Clark, check your phone.
What's happening?
Look,
What's happening
it's
right
happening.
now? Okay. All right. Everyone, calm down. We got this. We're gonna be good. Okay. All right. Everyone, grab the stuff.
Holy smokes, you gotta go.
Hello?
Colin, where are you? It's finally happening. Meet us at the spot.
Oh, it's happening.
All right, guys. So we have all our stuff we need, right? You grab the trends. You grab the hashtags. You get the dances. You get the filters. Good. Okay. Let's go.